Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Whoop 4.0 band. Now this is, if you haven't heard of Whoop before, it's a fitness and health tracker, a wearable device that tracks essentially a load of different things from your heart rate variability, your respiratory rate, body temperature, skin temperature, all those sorts of things, and compiles it into data so that you can monitor it, so that you can monitor your sleep, your athletic performance, your fitness, your overall health and recovery, all those kind of metrics that I'm going to go through in this video, and I'm going to explain whether or not I would recommend it for someone who's looking to, obviously, if you're interested in this channel, then you're trying to get healthy and stay on top of your autoimmune condition like I am with my multiple sclerosis, or whether you're just looking to improve your overall athletic ability. So I'm going to dive into that in this video. So before we do, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. But let's dive into the review.
'Cause I've been thinking about what I wanna do. 'Cause I never ever thought it through. Now I ask myself why didn't I?
So yeah, as you'll know if you've watched my channel before, you'll know that this channel's all about how I can improve upon my health to keep my autoimmune condition, multiple sclerosis, at bay. And so I'm always looking at ways that I can improve my health and overall fitness so that I can be as healthy as possible and so that I can keep my autoimmune condition in sort of, under wraps. So I've come across Whoop quite a few times now. I've heard about it mainly because I was interested in sleep tracking, because I've always been a person who has struggled with sleep. Not necessarily to the point of being an insomniac, but I've never really felt properly well rested. I always struggle to fall asleep initially at night, and then I always wake up feeling like I haven't really had a great night's sleep. So I've always wanted something that could track my sleep properly. And so that was probably one of the main factors that persuaded me to get a Whoop band, because I've done a bit of research and there's a few out there that track your sleep, very accurately. And to me, it was going to be between the Whoop or an Aura ring. But I think with an Aura ring, I didn't really want a ring on because I go to the gym quite a bit. So I was thinking with weightlifting, is that going to be a hindrance and things like that? So this is just really comfy. You don't really notice it once it's on. And then once it's on as well, there's no display or any dashboard, anything like that. So it can't distract you like an Apple Watch can. But then when you go on your phone, on the app, which I'll show an example of here, you've got all this data and all these statistics on your health and fitness. So what are the most important statistics that you can get then? So the ones that I've really paid a lot of attention to are obviously the sleep metrics. Like I mentioned, I was really interested in that. And it's something that I've really been able to look at on a daily basis and think to myself, what did I do yesterday? How has that impacted my sleep? And because there's something called a journal that you do at the end of every day. So you document in there, when your last caffeinated drink was, what did you do before bed, things like that. And then over time, Whoop will compile data and say, for example, for me, it tells me that if I read a book before bed, my recovery is on average 6% higher the next day, which is really interesting. And something that you'd never know until you were tracking it with a fitness and health tracker like Whoop. So that's been one of the main benefits and one of the key metrics that I look at. In the sleep specifically, I've been looking at the deep sleep and REM sleep. And one thing that I've noticed is that what I suspected really, and that I sleep for a long period of time. So in general, I do get over 8 hours a night, and that is because I do prioritize my sleep for my health condition. And that's one of the main reasons that I think that I've managed to stay on top of my MS. But from looking at the data, I wasn't actually getting a lot of REM sleep and deep sleep, which is the phases of sleep where you're actually recovering and resting. And so that was something that I've always suspected, is that that's why I need more sleep, because I don't actually get as much deep sleep as other people. And so it's been really interesting tracking that and seeing how I can improve upon that. And I've been trying a few different things. I've been trying to drink less caffeine during the day. I've been trying to finish my eating window earlier on so that my body's got, it's finished with digesting food for the day so they can focus on sleeping and recovering. And that's all stuff that's been really beneficial of having my Whoop band. And that's one of the key reasons that I wanted to get it in the first place, and why I think it's such a great feature to add to your health regimen. Then I've also used it, you've also got recovery metrics on there. So that shows, in general, that's like your body battery. So if you've had a really good sleep and you didn't overexert yourself in the gym the previous day, then your recovery score is going to be higher. If you had bad night's sleep, or if you're drinking alcohol, then you're going to have a lower recovery score. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just good seeing it in data and seeing how the things that you do and the things that you do in your life can affect that the following day. And so for me, I was shocked, really shocked, when a few nights ago I went out for a mate's 30th birthday party and had a few drinks, a few too many drinks, but my recovery score the next day was 25%. Which, to give you a bit of context, the day before that it was like 78%, something like that. So that just goes to show the dramatic difference. Even though I still got 8 hours sleep that night, but the quality of sleep I was having wasn't as good, and my body was a lot more stressed during the night because of that alcohol consumption. And so that's one thing that has really opened my eyes to, as well, is how negatively alcohol affects the body and your recovery and your overall health. And so it's really put that into perspective for me. And so that's something that I'll look to reduce even further going forward, even though I'm not really a big drinker as it is. Then you've also got metrics around your exercise. So it'll tell you your strain throughout the day. So that's how much you've pushed your body. So that's obviously monitoring your heart rate throughout the whole day. So if you have a big workout and you walk a lot throughout the day, for example, your strain will be a lot higher than a day where you don't go to the gym and you don't get out and about. It's pretty simple, really. But it's a really good metric to look at, and it also tells you your the amount of calories that you've burned. So that's really interesting to look at as well. And so there's so much in there that is really interesting and key to your health. And so I would really recommend, if you are wanting to get serious about your health and you want to really take it onto the next level, to get a health tracker like this, because it allows you you can, instead of going off feelings and vibes, you've actually got data supporting how you feel, which is great. And then you can work out how to keep improving your sleep, how to keep improving your recovery each day, so that you're constantly on top of things and you're not constantly chasing your own tail in trying to get a good night's sleep and things like that. So I've really enjoyed having my Whoop, and I'm really looking forward to trying more things out going forward. I'm going to try soon. I'm going to see, for example, what happens if I don't drink any caffeine for a week. That's going to be really interesting to see what happens to my sleep scores and my REM sleep, things like that. And there's all sorts of things around that I want to try and just see how it affects me and how I can, just dial it up to 11 in terms of my health. So if you're looking to try Whoop, I've actually got a link below in my description that will give you access to a free trial. So you get to try it for a month. That's how I started. I just started on a free trial because I didn't want to spend too much money. I tried it for the month, and now I've still got it 2 months later. So it's definitely worth it. But get it for that 3 months trial so you can see it, see if you enjoy using it. And if you're anything like me, you'll be kind of hooked. And, I look forward to every day now checking it and seeing all the statistics and seeing how well I slept and all those kind of things. So yeah, if you do want to try it, hit that link below in the description. If you've already got a Whoop band, let me know what your experience is like, because I'd love to know as well. And if there's any tips and tricks you've got out there to increase your sleep score, I'd love to hear it. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
'Cause I've been thinking